Welcome to Nashville Superspeedway. Actually, wow, I timed that perfectly. Drivers just have gotten done with their qualifying. Pull up some race info you see there. It's the NASCAR diecast sales and card breaks 153. Sixth race of the season, 115 laps here. I will pull up the starting order here now. And to begin, let me get that to pull up. There we go. First is Kevin Winker, 7th. Braden Avila, 3rd. Nick Gardner, 4th. Mark Beverly, 5th. Isaac Smallwood, 6th. Skylar Berry, 7th. Daniel Dow, 8th. David Traylor, 9th. Caleb Clinard, 10th. Michael Madden, 11th. Rusty Monatsy, 12th. Ashley Ellison, 13th. Brett Summers, 14th. Matt Hayden, 15th. Matthew Catiana, 16th. Bill Hell, 17th. Colton Hardy, 18th. James Controne, 19th. Michael Newman, 20th. Clinton Woodby, 21st. Haas Beverly, 22nd. Jesse Callaway, 23rd. Dylan Poss, 24th. Dennis Steele, 25th. Jacob Ellison, 26th. Keith Prince, 27th is Kevin. I can never say his name right, so I'm just going to skip his name until I message him personally and find out what it is. I need to pull up my trading paints also at the same time. Need to load my cameras also. Yeah, stage lap 30. There we go. Just set it right there. I feel like I'm missing a logo somewhere, but we'll figure out what that is, or we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't think it's too egregious, though. But news. So starting the... Not next week. When did I tell Matt? Hold on. I need to figure out when I messaged Matt Metler. So next week, Matt Metler is going to start to cover this league. He works with GRN. I'm going to be racing in a collegiate iRacing league against other colleges. But so he will be stepping over here and covering, again, he'll be covering this league for me. Just to let you all know. So the voice will change. That will be with this league. And this league is sponsored by there's a lot of logos. WeldWorks, Tiger Contracting, Johnny Johnson, Motorsports, NASCAR, Diecast Sales, and Card Breaks is the sponsors. Oh, and Top Mark Property Inspections is the sponsor also of this league. I almost forgot about them. Hopefully this will turn out to be a good race here today for these guys. I actually ran this track in the league on last Friday. Didn't do horrible, but I definitely felt like I had done better. And getting third. This track chews right fronts off. I mean, if you're not careful when you go in there and abuse them, you're going to figure out the hard way that, hey, that doesn't work so well with the right front tires. It'll gnaw them straight off the car. Pace truck has pulled in here as the green. Oh, we got somebody didn't get going. It looked, no, they did get going, but we are green here. I thought somebody missed their shift. Somebody back there who just smoked the wall. I think it was like a single-digit number. No, where was it at? Somebody hit it. No, I can't see any damage, but I know somebody did. It may have just been my end that showed him hitting the wall, but I definitely feel like I saw somebody go up there and smoke it. We'll just have to see how these guys tend to race this track. If you go in there and burn it off, you're going to learn the hard way that, hey, you know, this is kind of cooked. 42 and the 25. We're trying to wrap that bottom, going right around the edge of it. 42 and 25 still. 1-2 at the moment. Let's let the camera choose where we go. We'll let the camera kind of decide, hey, let's see which track I want to look at. Looks like it'll focus on the 10 of Isaac Smallwood. Right now, Isaac is currently running 7th. You see behind him, got Trailer, Clinard, Madden, and Rusty as 54. 54, sorry, who was that down on the bottom? That is, who is that purple and black, or mainly black car? It's 196. No, that is the, I can't, there's not even a number on that car. Figure that's I think that's Caleb Clinard. Yes, it is. He doesn't have a number on his truck. That's weird to see. And it's all labeled up. Not being able to see anything with it. See the 7 trying to get up under the 196 here right now. These guys are going to be not necessarily fighting too hard to get around each other yet. Again, it's 7 laps into the race. We'll start seeing tires wear out here. That's Scott Bloomquist tribute paint. Oh, on Clinard's truck. Okay, thanks for telling me that. Talking about that, where did he crash? Scott Bloomquist. It was actually in the news. Mooresburg, Tennessee. I think. I'm trying to figure out where this is, because I think this was actually on our local news. Yes, it is. This was covered by our local news station, News 5 WCYB. Long story short, NASCAR or any race driver and planes do not go well. We have, of course, Alan Kowicki died at a plane crash at Bristol. Davey Allison, he actually died in a helicopter crash at Dega. Colin McRae, he died in a helicopter crash. But long story short, if you're a race car driver, stay away from airplanes. It does not end up well for you at all. I don't know what it is, but it is the worst luck I think I've ever saw before. Just do not get near them. .38 here. 196, still looking at it. Biggest mover is James Controne. I need to go way below on this audio here for a minute. Hold on. Balance that audio out. That went right back up to where it was. Sorry about this, y'all. I'm trying to balance. There we go. It's a little bit better. Some tracks are quiet, others are loud. But Braden has actually gotten by Winker as I was looking at that. And is Cogdale in this race? No, he is not. I was going to look. Nate Cogdale, league owner. So I want to make sure I'm not looking over his name. Yeah, I'm not. So he's not in this race. That's why he was able to comment. He normally does run it. So these trucks at this track, I think they're running their low, or not low, high horsepower, low down force package. And no, pretty sure, I'm not sure what packages the trucks have, to be honest with you. So I know that some of them. What packages does the trucks run? I'm gonna actually Google this. I'm pretty sure they got 2. It has to be, or I think at this track they're running the low horsepower, high down force. I'm not sure. And to be honest with you, I don't think on a lot of these trucks that they do have a high horsepower choice. And the reason I say that is because they're mainly stuck to the ground most of the time. That rear end is very heavy. I don't know if it's just how they're shaped or not. That's at this track, at least, that I know of. So the 7 and the 5 are going to go at it. I can kind of look at them battle just a tad. These two want to fight with each other. They can go and fight with each other. That I know most people will actually be like, hey, you know, you can go deal with him. What some of them will say. To the 2 and the 15 going to battle with each other. These are two similar trucks, both the same sponsors, kind of the same paint scheme also. But Villa is not running away from it from Kevin against stage break lap 30. Their fuel load, what is their fuel load? I think it's 100%. Might be halfway. Not really sure, to be honest with you. Have to figure that out. I don't know how much the back of the draft plays, unlike Michigan. Side note, my driver wrecked out. Literally, I had just gotten out of class and I was watching for like 2 minutes, and I told my dad, hey, the race is on. He said, where's Larson? I said, he must won the stage. And then not even 30 seconds after that, he got involved in a wreck on a restart, which was great. Larson's a great driver, but man, come on. He just does some stupid things, and it drives me nuts when he does make mistakes, because he's so good, but he makes so many mistakes. He's 32 points out of the regular season championship also. That is after losing or missing a race too. It shows you how good of a season that he has had though. Excuse me here. It's about to go 3 wide here for a moment. It looked like they thought about it for a minute. They were like, hey, do you want to go 3 wide or not go 3 wide? I don't know about this. Some guys, they like making that 3 wide move. Others don't. Some are gutsy. Others will just play it really safe. See, we got the 25 here still. Leading Winker by less than half a second. They've dropped off about 1.5 seconds of pace right now. And that's only 20-ish laps into the race too. So we got to keep in mind how much drop off there will be. So we got the 5 and the 97. The 97, he's up 3. Woodby's up 9 though from where he began. Qualified 20th. Haas is down a lap. Kevin's going to be down a lap. They just need to last until lap 30. All they need to be concerned about is making it to that point in the race. Gate 97 still going at it. So it looks like this week the 196 and 133 have decided to make it difficult on me just driving those throwback paint schemes here. I want to see how flat out are these guys at this track. Trying to listen to the throttle here that he's got. They're actually off throttle a good amount of the track. Surprising. One reason that I don't like the trucks as much is because there's a lot of on throttle time. Because again, they're so heavy is one thing. That back of the car is kind of stuck to the ground. Woodby's he's coming from the back. He's going to get up front here really soon. He is just cruising by these people at the moment. And I'd almost be worried how fast he's going up there. Only reason I say that is because you don't want to. Well, that stage is at lap 30. He might actually be doing what he needs to. As there comes the caution, so it will be Avila who will get the stage win. Not sure how they're going to line up from this lap. We'll have to see. I think that might have been thrown a little bit early. I think. Yeah, that might be a little bit early there. Just a little bit. Not by a lot. But I think that caution flag was thrown before it should have been. I think everybody needs to cross the line before that flag is before that flag is thrown. We'll see if RC made a mistake on that. If they did, again, it's not like it's a death penalty for them. But here they come down pit road. Everybody will do it. Avila, he'll have the pit stall behind Winker to get into. Can't see from that view if he wins the race. No, he does not win the race. Did Prince miss his pit box? I think he may have missed it. Woodby actually wins the race off pit road. Beverly second, Winker third. Smallwood, wow, he lost a lot of positions, the 25 did. Yeah, had... Oh, he missed his box. That's why. I couldn't see from the camera, but he missed his box. He had a 50, or not 50, 48 second time on pit road. That is not good. That pit time there by him. We will run a quick commercial break here before they go green, however. Thought I had a little bit more ad time than that, but evidently I did not. Did I not miss? I might have not played. I know I missed. I didn't play one in. That's why Cogdale sent me his to run, but I did not do that. Good job, stupid me. Not too bright sometimes, it looks like. Lights have gone off on the pace car, the 55 and the 42. I had the feeling whoever was up here did miss their pit box, and they did. I was not wrong on that. I was correct on it. As the pace truck will pull in there. As we started, we'll have the flag in his hand. And the green flag is in the air. We are underway here. And we've got a quick caution that's brought out. Haas Beverly spun. Ooh, so that's Dylan Poss. He tries to get going. And Prince behind him checks up because Beverly doesn't get going. He just drills Beverly. And into the outside wall he goes for that. Just a restart. That's just a big stack-up event there. don't think we'll see anybody come down pit road here besides the people that were involved in the incident. Now they won't. They'll stay out. Look at sessions. 70% fuel. There's gonna be one more pit stop, I think. Maybe one more. Yeah, I think one more pit stop to the end. Let me look up something here very quickly. I'll figure this out eventually, at some point. See, lights are still on, so at least one more time around here for these guys before they get the green flag. Lights do go off this time by, so see how it pans out for them. Have to see how their restarts go. Pace car will pull in here. Winker and Beverly lead them to green flag as the green flag is in the air. We are underway here. Modesty on the inside of Dow. Everybody else repping that bottom line. Don't want to be up high. You also don't want to be going in so hard that you're going to be abusing the tires trying to get the car to turn. Ain't that fine line of how hard do you push with these cars? Do you give it all you got early on? Looks like Winker is going to be pretty even with Beverly, though, about half a second behind him. Beverly just ran the fastest. He's actually tied with Winker with the fastest lap, 29.91. Both of them were identical, as Matt Hayden has apparently had some issues. He came back on the track here. Oh, yeah, he did. What happened to him? This is middle of the pack. He's going to get nicked. Yeah, he got turned there. Right around, through the grass he goes. And he gets back on track. The 91 has come down pit road. Ellison did. I don't know why he's down pit road, but he is. Interesting to see. Winker's actually cut into that lead a little bit now. He's 3/10 behind. It was almost half a second before. So he's slowly working his way up and catching this guy in front and catching Beverly in front of him. Where Beverly's going to be dealing with a lap truck now. See how that will affect the aero on his truck. He gets out of the way. He actually gains a little bit of time on Winker there. But Winker is going to have the preferred entry into the track here. No, not really. He got Avila on the outside. Gonna get through. He's actually, I think he's gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag again. Evan is up 11 positions. You might remember that he... Oh, we got somebody around. I can hear the tires. Oh, they save it. The 53. Bill Hales looks like somebody that got punted. Yeah, he got turned here by 3 of Prince. From that view, it looks like it's Prince there. Hales did a good job of saving it. Got hit by the 18. Honestly, that's not bad damage at all. He should be completely fine. The 18 looks like he was lucky to get away with nothing on that car also. That's a lucky break for them as we got a caution up here. That's clintered up into the outside wall. That thing's stepping out early. Stepping out right there. So he's sideways still. Did he come up into the 38s? Now it looks like 38 just came down into him. Lifted him off the ground, got back down. In the race today, Corey LaJoy ended up upside down. He got contact from Noah Gregson when he tried to pass him, which is all Corey's fault, and it flipped the car over on its side. But it looks like from the way from the way they explained it was basically the flap that was at the diffuser did not deploy because the car was not backwards and the right roof flap did not go down or did not go up, and that's the one that controls the diffuser for it. That's what my understanding of it was. Somers will pit. Gardner, Callaway, some guys are faking it out. Prince, Steele, these guys in the back will come down pit road. I think that's a good choice by them. So get them a little bit closer to their fuel window. I still think they have, I know they have one pit stop left. There's no way they cannot make it to, or there's no way they can make it to the end with the 75% fuel load that they have. I think they're going to have to pit. See, they pitted at lap 30. Let's get them to 70, I think. Yes. Lap 70, I believe, is what they'll get to on this. Yeah, I think lap 70-ish, where they'll get to. Lights are still on the pace truck, so at least one more time around here. I'm gonna start bringing in drivers for interviews. I used to do that when I first started out. I think I'm gonna start doing that again. So we'll wait. Next caution, we'll get an interview with the driver. Also help me fill the dead air. Evans gained 15 positions since the start. He's definitely got a good car. See how it goes for him. Man, you know, there are some thumbnails that people make that I wonder what just goes through their head. I mean, genuinely, like, no, I don't know. Makes me angry. Just goes through their head, and I'm like, Specifications. Let's see, lights have gone off, so they'll get the green this time by. So let's see how this goes for them. Will be Winker and Beverly again, 1-2. These guys lined up. How will they fare with this? Pace truck will pull in this time by, though. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Wow, Winker did not get a good jump. Beverly just smoked him on that. They're going to fan out behind him. We got 3 wide back here. The 18 going all the way down to the bottom. Oh, he hit the apron. Oh, no. I thought he hit the apron. I thought he was going to go sideways there. Wow, my computer just died in that corner with all these cars loading in. 54 trailer looking on the inside of Avila for that position. Winker and Avila going side by side with each other, racing down the back street. Ooh, Winker, you cut that close, my man. Avila might have cut him a break there. May have cut him just a little bit of a break. Could have ended up getting yourself turned there, my dude. Saw many people get turned because they're like, hey, you know, you came up in front of me. You know what? I don't like that so much. So because of that, I'm just going to hook you. see. Winker's going to be holding these guys off up here. I'm going to kind of look back here because Beverly's stretched it out to almost a second lead. See how well it goes for him. And you want a lead because if you can just stretch it out in front of everybody, you don't have to worry about your brakes. You can really choose your braking point. 16 is. I'm gonna say Gardner's. Was Gardner here the whole entire time? He was. I did not see that car. Oh, he must have been. That sounds rude. He must have been way in the back the whole entire race, to be honest with you, because I do not remember seeing him. But Winker's gotten away from these guys now in the back. However, they're gonna race each other for every single position that they have. You got Modesty. And I always remember Modesty from that green. That is a. I think that's a car wash brand. No. That's where I saw that logo somewhere else on a different company before. You got Winker and Kevin. And the way that Kevin just ran him is how I like to run people when they try to pass me. Really pinch them down. Pinch them down off the, or going into the corner. Lay it right on their door. And I say right on the door. I mean, I can reach out and touch their car. Is how I like to drive it. One, it makes it really hard for them to get off the corner. Two, they really have to get in deep. I don't have to get in as deep. I just hold them down and I wait for the car to rotate. Oh, Barry might have gotten a little bit loose. Who was that in front of? Oh, we got the 7. Somebody hit the apron. That was Barry. He got a little bit loose. Had to check up. He's going to get ran through. And I think in the back we got a wreck here. Dude, Dylan Poss. Gets... Is there anything prior to this? I don't... I want to see if there's anything that happened before this, because that's, you don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know. That's... Was there anything before this? They're all pitting right now at the moment, too, so I'll keep you updated on that. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so there was a prior incident to this. Yeah, I think this may have been a little bit retaliation. Right here, I don't think the 38's expecting the 11 to cut down like he is. Yeah, he drives through. I'm not going to blame anybody for that issue right there. They both get it gathered back up. And I think it's a little bit of displeasure there from the 11. Yeah, it's for sure. Poss is not happy. And he definitely kept that in the memory bank. I don't think he was too happy about that. And I honestly don't blame the 38 for it. Do we have an RC? Actually, let me ask very, very quickly. Wait, crap, I have time. I need to ask him, though. Let me mute. I'm going to go on mute here for just a quick second. Okay, I just talked to Rusty. Because again, I can't hear the radio chatter that's going on during the race. If I did, y'all would be hearing basically a bunch of drivers yelling at each other. But they weren't giving each other an inch, which I like. I don't know. Kind of what my saying is when I race, at least, is I'm not running a charity. I'm not just gonna give you. Why am I recording at the same time? I'm not just gonna give you the position. Evidently, they were racing each other hard. I think the 38 kept that in mind. He got back to him. He was like, you know what? I'm going to get you back. And he got him back. That's for dang sure. I don't blame him for that one bit. I would kind of do the same thing, to be honest with you. Not wreck him, but run the absolute crap out of him. I just recorded a good amount of that race that I did not need to. It was my bad there. But we'll have to see. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Look where they line up. I need more drink. Powered, please sponsor me. I love your drinks. No sugar in them. Can't do anything that has sugar, especially Gatorade. Good lord, Gatorade has so much sugar in it that it makes me sick. We'll have to see if these two hate each other still. Race truck will pull off here, though. As the green flag will be in the starter's hand. And he's sticking that green... I'm just going to stop myself right there. He's holding that green flag up as they get going. 18 hops down to the bottom. We got 3 wide. He's way up in the marbles. He's not going to get... he might get a turn. Liquid death. Y'all don't know what liquid death is. It's literally just water. It looks like a beer can. It is literally just a bottle of water. That's all that it is. Nothing else. Avila is about to run over Modesty here, and he's going to do it not on purpose, so on complete accident, to be honest with you, because he has such a... He can roll that top line, but it is going to end up really bad for him here in a minute. Villa is still... So what he's doing, I think he realizes that he's got better tires. So he's just going to abuse him here for a couple of laps and lay off of them as Bill Hales... Oh, the 5 goes around. Almost flips. Somebody just smoked the wall. That was the 318. That was Hayden that went around. 318. He went off the track. Okay, so that was not the 3's fault. You're going to say, why was it not the 3's fault? Let me get a better view here. Where's the 3? Keith Prince. Let's get a chase view. Far chase. And he gets hit by 196. He hits the 5. And that 318 brake checks, or he brakes really hard. He goes down to the inside wall. Look at the 5 here. The 5 here. He almost goes flipping here. Sets back down, though, luckily for him. But we'll watch from a chase view. Next, we'll do rear chase. It's hooked pretty well. Look, watch the truck come off the ground, and it sets back down. The 25 runs into the back of somebody because he had nowhere to go. But really, he actually just did basically a spin. He's fine there. I need to get these passing notifications off my dang screen. There we go. And I do not need to see all these overtake events. But Winker did manage to keep the lead during that. Thank you for the ads, YouTube, in my ear. I love that. So much fun. You have many ads that are playing in your ear. I ask, who's y'all's pick to win? I need to check on my internship also here while these guys are under caution. I'm doing an internship with our local hockey team. Ball into pipe placement, rear center. Commenting access. I think I have all of my papers done for this. If you are interested on what team it is, it's the Blue Ridge Bobcats. It's the local hockey team that we just got recently. That work plan is done. Genres. New. There's nothing new. Who would have guessed? Oh, wow. 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 Oh, wow. Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow. Yeah, well, who would have guessed? Winker Nation. I know Winker actually wrote on the start-finish line at Michigan something on the track, kind of saying, hey, let's win this race. Or kind of like Winker, I don't know what it was. It was something like that. The lights do go off on the pace truck here. Pace truck does pull in here. As the green flag is in the air, we are underway here. Kevin did not get a good jump there. The other Kevin, the 17, the last name that I cannot say to save my life, not get that great of a start, but I mean, it wasn't a horrible one by any means. Somebody just sailed it on in the corner, and I think they just about smacked the wall. It was a white truck. I think it might have been the 10. Haas about wrecked himself. We have everything going on in that corner. See if these two still hate each other. Where's that 38? Because I want to see if he still hates him. The 6 is about to be put 3 wide here, so this is a lot of stuff going on. Oh, there we go. The 53 goes around, and he's ripped the front end off. Modesty gets involved. The 16, the 9, innocent bystander. Ooh, there goes a weight reduction. Somebody's going to buy that somebody's going to buy that scrap metal for free. Yeah, they're going to buy that scrap metal for free. English is hard. Somebody's going to put that scrap metal up for sale, and somebody's going to buy it, put it on their wall. Hales, 3 wide. Got tight. Yeah, he just got tight into Rusty. I think the net code glued them together. The 16 has nowhere to go. He goes out and into the 9, and he clips him, and bam, back up into it. Haas stops. I need to ask that. See, people stayed out here. Somers stayed out, so he's going to be off on tires. See how it goes for him. I need to check and see if Austin is streaming. Austin, I think he should be streaming soon. Yeah, Fast Track Cup Series is what he does. See how it goes for him. Need to send the Ghost Racing Network link to somebody here very quickly. Hold on. There we go. Sent that. Someone who's going to be my teammate in this college series asked if I was going to be in the meeting that they're hosting, and I said no. I'm broadcasting a race. See, Brett will line up outside trailer on his inside. Racetrack will pull off here, though. Starter will have the flag in his hand. This trailer doesn't get a good jump, but he falls back in second. We got 3 wides. Oh, do it, Barry. Do it. He's thinking about it. He wants to go 3 wide. I can see him. Oh, he's not going to be able to get close enough to him. Winker down inside the 15 behind Tim. Lay on his door. That's what I like to see there. Get on that door. Don't let him get away. 75 laps of 115 done. This is going to make it. I think they're going to have one more pit stop still. I don't think they're going to be able to make it to the end quite yet. We'll have to find out. See Hayden, who basically got spun and went around. got that right front damage on the truck. I'd be worried about that right front damage on the truck just because it's so hard to turn to begin with. And when it's like that, it rubs the tire. You don't think it's going to do much to it, but when it starts to rub that tire, you will figure out really quick. I like that paint scheme on the Ford truck, though. I really do. Scrub that if y'all probably know what that is. That is a, I almost said soaked. Basically a sponge that is, when it's cold, it's hard. When it's warm, it's really, really soft. Kind of a cool concept, even though that's kind of how heat works most of the time. Ingles sponsorship also. I think that's a little. Ingles is a grocery store at the same time. Liquid Death. The 42 of Winker back here. So freshest tires is Madden at lap 70. It's the furthest up tires. We got somebody into the wall there. A little nick of the wall. Not gonna hurt you too much, however, though. The 4 and the 15. 15, he needs to get down to the bottom. He needs to get by those 4 and get to the bottom as quick as he can and not burn up those tires, because they'll equalize if you don't take care of them. It's like he gets down there finally. Or 2. Well, right now the 2. I can't remember who this other car is behind him. But Summers actually has been able to defend pretty well. He's got older tires though, so he's gonna have to defend pretty hard against trailers. He's gonna have to lay on his door if he's gonna even get some of it done. Get in there pretty even too. I'm just more worried about cooking that. I thought I saw somebody go around. Thought I saw somebody get really, really loose behind them. But DeVille is making his way back up here. A little bit of front end damage, but it's not too heavy. I just had a stroke there. Not too heavy for it, so he should be fine. He really didn't drill enough. He would have absolutely plowed into him. Then I'd be nervous, but the way he hit him, he didn't hit him too hard. His trailer's going to put himself in the wall there. He's going to get this pass done here in a minute. The way he's driving. Fresh tires are coming up to the front, though. Dow and Madden, the freshest. Can they? If it is now, okay. What I'm thinking is, if they can make it, it is going to be incredibly freaking close. If they can make it to the end, it is going to be super, super close on fuel. I don't know if they can. We'll have to find out here soon if they are able to make it. Again, if they do, it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very, very close. 7's able to defend his position pretty well. I mean, he's evidently, I don't think he's going to make it on fuel, though, just because he's hit it at lap 48. Those fuel's completely different. However, he's holding him up, and Trailer's actually going to go back to the inside of Avila and make it a little bit more difficult now to do what he needs to. So how is he going to defend against this? Hey, block this. What they say. I'm going to look to the inside to try to get this pass done. So I'm not going to be able to do it quite yet, though. Still going to be defending the outside line. Trailer's got the help from Avila, though, but if he just stays close enough, hanging it on that door, he's going to be able to do it. Avila's going to pick Trailer. Trailer has 11 lap fresher tires, but again, he just can't get around them. Just need a pain, can't do it. Look outside line again. But Avila is going to be filling that line for Trailer. And the more that Trailer runs that bottom line, it's going to hurt him even more. He's having to put more wheel into it. He can't come off the corner straight like he would want to. Still going to fight with each other. I just don't know how these guys are going to go. This is going to be drawing in the 2, though, and the 2 has fresh tires, so he can just blow by these guys. There's 25 left. But the more that Avila hangs on to that quarter panel, the harder it's going to be for this 2 to get him. And with this 2 running high like he is, that's also going to burn that front tire off, burn the right front. He's going to really be cooking it. And these cars, you can't see how much you've cooked off of them until you go into pits. Other cars, you'll be able to see the temperature. This one you cannot, however. So you're left guessing what the temp is like on it. This is going to let Somers get away. I don't think Somers can make it to the end, though. I really don't think he can. So he's stretching it out, though, and he's got 23 laps. I mean, I could be way off on my fuel thought, but I just don't think it'll work. The 17 and the 4 going down to the bottom. Oh, Lord, gonna get in on the brakes there. So they're not catching him. He's stretching it out to a second with these guys fighting as much as they are. I think Dow has burned all the good off that tire, too. I don't think he has any good tire left. Now, the 17 has he has fresher tires. And these guys around him, he's up with the 2 on tires. Can he capitalize on it, though? I just don't think he can. He's just stuck behind him. He can't get around him. How will it go? Maybe Avila can catch him. I really don't know if he can or not. He might be able to. It'll be close. Down to the second. 19 laps to go. The 7 has to be banking on a caution. There's just no way he can make it on fuel. He's... Oh, the 2 got into the wall. The 54 had nowhere to go. He gave him a little bit of a tap there. And that's nothing that he meant to do on purpose. Side note, somebody was posting in the Reddit Discord 10 years ago, one day after Jeff Gordon won at Michigan, NASCAR held a test session at track trying out high horsepower and small spoilers. Cars were reaching 225 miles per hour over or more into turn 1. Wow, that is fast. That is stupid fast. Avila's cut into the lead a little bit. He cut into it by a 1/10 there. See if he can cut into it a little bit more. Just have to see how much does... He's able to cut into it. You don't want to cut into it too hard, though, is the issue. But you definitely do want to gain some time on him. You don't just want to be sitting there not doing anything. On outside line. These guys back here. Now, the 7, if he stretches this fuel, it's going to be close. I just don't think he can make it to the end. I really don't see how he can. There, yep, there it is. There he comes down pit road. I had a feeling he couldn't make it. Now, the 17 has fresher tires than the 25 in front of him. Can he catch him, though? Can he get around the 25? He does get to him, is the question. And guys will fight super hard. Oh, we got a caution that comes out in the back. Looks like we just got a... Oh, there it is. No, that's earlier. Caleb Clinard, it looks like where it starts with, maybe? No, this... Wow, it's trying to get to pit road. Okay, what was the caution for here? It's in front of them. Somebody's... That's a 54. There it is. Trailer goes sideways. Just doesn't get... I think he's trying to come down pit road. Winker clips him. Ooh, Bill barely missed him. He actually saved it and kept it going. He just got too far sideways and it come down pit road. Oh, wait. Was this the break the 17 needed? Hold on. If the 17 didn't get lapped. Oh, my gosh. Or the 7. He just get the break. Oh, my Lord. He did. He needs to get back, though. He needs to get back to... Wow. Dowell's going to stay out. No way. That is a break for the 7. He needs to catch the pace car now. He's going to have any chance. As fast as he can. Yeah, he's flying up there, too. I think he realizes it. Wow, he caught a break. The caution came out right after he went down pit road. That is extremely lucky for him. That is super, super lucky. But we'll run a commercial break here because I have not been running these ads very often here, to be honest with you. Lights have gone off on the pace truck here. 7 caught a lucky break. Caution falling when it did. Fell at the perfect time for him. Wrong one, sorry. Just have to see how it goes for him, but he definitely caught a break on this one. It does work out. However, he's going to control this restart. If he can get a good jump and trap this 7, get him racing side by side, this could change everything for him. As pace truck will pull in here, the 2 of Dow will have control of it. And the green flag is in the air. We are underway here. They have a little bit of issue behind them. 7 doesn't get a horrible restart, but he does have to deal with this 92 below him. He needs to get clear of him as quick as he can. And he... Oh, Lord, the 15 just smoked the wall. We're going to stay green. But Michael Madden just... Well, I thought he smoked it. Evidently, that was just me that did that. The 7 just blew he blew that corner. No, he didn't. He got a good run off of it somehow. He's going to go to the outside of the 2. The 2's going to go down to block. 3 wide. Here they go. You can go on the apron here at this track, too. How hard does the 7 get in? Does the 25 get in even? He does. He will get the lead here. That 7, I think he blew that turn 4 exit, and that really hurt him going down the front stretch. 25, 17 going with each other. How hard is this? Now, this 17 is going to give it all he got. Maybe you can lay off for 4 laps, but you're going to go from that point on as they are just swapping paint back here. They're using all the track that they can. 3 wide with Barry in the middle. Trailer up top. The 97 slides up in front of Hales. Hales just had a interesting race so far. Oh, Lord, we got a wreck going on now. They're going to keep it. No, there's going to be a caution for this. Oh, my gosh. So this starts with... It's like trailer, maybe? I think that's who it starts with. No, Woodby. Does Woodby get ran into, or does he just get in there deeper? Just gets in there deep, runs into the back of Woodby. 12 gets ran over. 92 tries to save it. He does. The 6 is loose. Hayden gets loose, and it's just on from there. It's a bunch of people just going for the same spot. I mean, you're going as hard as you can in this corner, too. You're not laying off at all. Trying to fight. Dow, he's lost a lot of positions. I'm going to go on mute here before these guys go back green. I am here. Let's go Ashley Ellison. That's what I just saw for a comment here. I'm just going to go quiet for a little bit, rest my voice. Got 3 to go here. Going to be a... I don't know if this will be an official green white checker attempt. Let's just check real quick. Hold on. I'm going to go... The screen's going to go blank for a minute. Oh, it'll be labeled as a unofficial one. So, this will be interesting. Unofficial green white checkered attempt for these guys. See how aggressive they want to be. Throw a lot of caution to the wind. Pace truck will pull in here. Starter will have the flag in his hand. 25 and 17 as green flag is in the air. We are underway here. They get a good jump. Both of them do. 17 actually able to get down to the bottom also. Able to time it good enough that when he got down to the bottom, didn't have to fight anybody on the outside of him either. 25 just wants to see this white flag. One more, sorry, coming off 4, and he'll have one more time around this. Oh, the 17 got a good bite on the bottom, though. Here he comes. Gonna be gaining a lot of time here. Man, cut the track. Go on that apron. You can use that apron. And get right up to the back bumper. A 10th off here. Looks like he got a little bit too high into the corner. He's not gonna be able to get the turn that he needs going down the apron here. It's a little bit of a bite, but I think it's too little too late. One more shot here for the 17. As the 25 will come home with the win here. As Avila will come home with the win. Burn out in the grass. Groundskeeping crew will not be happy with him. Somebody's blowing their truck up on pit road. That is annoying. There we go. I'll go for my blimp static view. Oh, there we go. So I'll pull up the finishing order here. Now we'll bring in the top 3 drivers. So we'll start with Nick Gardner. Let me find him. Nick Gardner. That's qualifying. I do that all the freaking time. Brent Somers, we'll bring him in. Hey, Brett, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, Bryce, what's going on, man?
And so you come home third after I thought you weren't going to make it on fuel, and I was correct on that, but you still finished third. Now, how did the race go for you overall, though, man? Because it seemed like you had a pretty good night, gaining 10 spots from where you started.
It was great. Hard to pass. Honestly, I had to try to save right front and played a little strategy in the end, had an extra set. That yellow fell as I was leaving pit road on my last set there and just kind of beat the pace car out, was able to stay on the lead lap, and everybody pit there to get their last set. So cycle back to the front, ultimately found a horseshoe, I guess you could say, but happy with the podium and happy to bring this thing home in one piece.
So how taxing was the track on the right front tires? 'Cause I know if you get in there too hard, you just burn them straight off.
Oh yeah, it was pretty steep, but ultimately you just had to roll the damn corner, have a little patience, something I'm pretty lackluster with in real life and iRacing, but was able to roll the center, get a nice clean launch off, keep her as straight as an arrow, and yeah, just really got fortunate tonight. Honestly, had probably a P8 truck and sitting here with a podium now, so real happy with how the night went.
So how does this boost the season for you? This is the, I believe, 6th race of the season so far. So how has the season gone for you?
Been real good, momentum booster for sure. Happy to have Boston Web Marketing riding along. We're gonna have a pretty good shot at the championship at the end of this year. I think we're sitting probably P5 in points after this finish. So happy to capitalize on some lap sled, 0x, clean race, and like I said earlier, podium, man. Obviously appreciate you guys over at Ghost Racing Network for hosting us as well.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
For sure. Yeah, Boston Web Marketing on the ride. Them boys up in Boston always keeping me clean, keep me nice, keep me up front. So happy they're on the ride, and hope to put them in victory lane here soon.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Brett Summers, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver in Kevin. Hey, Kevin, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, to start off, how do you say your last name? Because I don't even try to say it anymore because I will butcher it if I do.
Zabludil. You just gotta break it up 3 letters at a time. Don't let the Z intimidate you.
Zabludil.
You got it.
That's interesting. But you come home second. You gained 25 positions from where you started. And I think didn't you not grid if I'm correct?
Yeah, I started on pit lane. I kind of ran my mouth on the Discord earlier this week that I was going to go out and win a race from pit lane. So almost did it, but
I was gonna say because I was wondering. I was like,
night.
I was gonna say I was wondering because I was like, I have a feeling he was one of them that started in the back. But how taxing was this track on tires overall? Because I know that at least when I ran it in the next gen, even though I was overdriving the corners and had to switch it up the second run, how hard was it? Trying to pass right at this track, especially because I know these trucks, just the way they are, where they're low horsepower, high downforce, it's hard to pass. How difficult was it trying to get around somebody, and how did you have to drive differently if you did want to get around somebody instead of just trying to ride?
It's real hard to pass here. The bottom is so key to get through the corner, but then you get back on the straightaway, and the guy on the outside can kind of hold you down. He's going to get that run back from the momentum. So you almost just got to kind of get halfway up there and then just kind of send it in the next corner and try and stay clear of them on exit. So it was a challenge. And then the older the tires get, I mean, it's just a cheese grater on that right front. It was, you could burn the right front off in 10 laps if you weren't careful.
Yeah, definitely not. This track is just, it's so abusive, and people don't, it's the way it is, it's so flat, but it's a bigger, it's like a mega short track. It's just odd to, I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a high-speed short track. It's a 1.3 miles, and it's kind of got the elements of both. You got the lack of corner speed, but man, if you don't hit that bottom, if you hit the bottom just right, you're golden. The problem is if you clip that apron, you're shooting up the track, and if you go too high, you're burning the right front. So it's just a night of high concentration for trying to make the corner, and then you can see as the run goes on, these guys start burning their stuff off, and you're just like, okay, now at least the pass, once I get to them, might be a little easier now because my tires are that much better. So just trying to stay disciplined all night.
Now, so how has the season gone for you so far, with it being only 6 races into the season? So at this point,
I'm happy with it. I'd like to get the win. Just, I told these guys, I said, I'm either going to try to wreck it or win it, but I don't want to do another second place interview. And here I am. So I guess it was good for points, racking up some top 5s. So that part's good, but I want to win one of these damn things. So that's going to be the project for the rest of the year.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I got to really give big props to the 11. Dylan Pass ran another great, uneventful, clean race. I think a lot of racers could learn from his level of patience. But other than that, just you guys for the broadcast and Nate and Skylar and everybody that puts on this league and lets us have fun.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good job coming home second tonight, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to go back and figure out what he said his name was because I'm gonna have to practice that. But I think he was kind of taking a shot at Dylan there, I think. But we'll bring in the race winner and the 25 of Braden Avila. Hey, Braden, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
I got you.
Man, so you come home with the win. You qualify second, and you don't have to really... You only move up one spot, but you take home the win. How did the race go for you overall, though, man?
It went pretty good. We got pretty lucky there with about 15 to go when that yellow came out, but uh, just tried to stay patient when we were in the back there, trying to make it through traffic, and just tried to keep my nose clean.
So what was going through your head before that last caution came out? Because I think you were sitting. Where were you at before that last caution? Because I know you were trying to battle. You're having to battle around all those other guys for a spot.
Before that last caution there, when that saved me because I had to pit, I didn't have enough fuel. But when everybody pit there, I was the leader, and then we came out. I was sixth, fourth, maybe, and then just got super lucky with Brett getting super tight there. I was able to build a run and go 3 wide, but
So, how aggressive was this track on tires? Because it seemed like it mattered a lot, especially if you missed the bottom. It was just on from there.
how much you turned the wheel and how much throttle you gave it off corner and how hard you drove it in the corner, you really had to measure from keep the right front under you the whole time, and that was really important.
And so, how has the season gone for you, being 6 races in so far, and winning this race today?
You know, we've been missing a couple races. I haven't been able to show up for a couple, and just super happy to get a win.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Nate and Skylar for putting the league on. They put a lot of work in, and you for putting the stream on. So, Isaac for my teammate, he helps me quite a bit too as well.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
Thank you.
Braden Avila. I'll go over the finishing order here now. Braden Avila. Kevin, I'm going to go back and listen to what you said your name was so I can get it correct. 3rd, Brent Somers. 4th, Mark Beverly. 5th, Kevin Winkers. 6th, Bill Hale. 7th, Skylar Berry. 8th, David Traylor. 9th, Colton Hardy. 10th, Caleb Clinard. 11th, Keith Prince. 12th, Ashley Ellison. 13th, Jesse Calloway. 14th, Dylan Poss. 15th, Daniel Dow. 16th, Isaac Smallwood. 17th, James Controne. 18th, Clinton Woodby. 19th is Dennis Steele. 20th, Nick Gardner. 21st, Rusty Modesty. 22nd, Michael Newman. 23rd, Michael Madden. 24th, Matthew Castiana. 25th, Jacob Ellison. 26th, Haas Beverly. 27th was Matthew Hayden. Not a bad race overall, though. Next week it will be Matt Metler covering for me for the foreseeable future. But if he has any issues where he can't make a race, of course, I will cover for him. But I'm going to let you all go.